Welcome back to class. So what I have here is my baby pillow which I want to make, and what I have here is 27 cm by 32 cm. That is what I have here. So here is 27 cm and here is 32 cm. So what we are going to do now, once we have gotten these measurements, you are going to keep this aside. Then you are going to come with your C pillow which we made. So this is your C pillow now. What you are going to do now, you are going to get an elastic around this. You are going to place your elastic, make sure it gets across this part. So make sure your elastic gets across this part. Then you are going to cut it out, then make use of this. So what I have here is probably 38 cm. So I have 38 cm right here, and I have a fabric here. So the width of this my fabric is the width of this my fabric is 8 cm. So the width of my fabric is 8 cm, and the length is 42 cm. So it is probably 3 cm longer than this part which we have here, 3 cm longer than this. So you can see it is 3 cm longer than this. So what I am going to do now is to sew here to close. So I'm going to run a stitch here and close this up. Then I'm going to turn it out. After turning it out, I'm going to put this inside of it, then stitch both ends. So I want this to be quick for you. So I'll go ahead to stitch it out, then come back to you. So I've gone ahead to sew it. So what I'm going to do now is to pass through my safety pin. So this is my safety pin which I have here, so you can see what I have here. So just go ahead to put this in. So once you pass it in, go ahead to stitch here. Then once it comes out from this part, go ahead to stitch here. So let me go ahead to do that quickly. So make sure you have your two fabrics. I don't know if I have told you this. Make sure you have your two fabrics here. So this is your right side and this is the right side of my other fabric. So what you are going to do now, this is your 27 cm. So this is 27 cm line, and this is the midpoint between from here to here and from here to here are equal. So this is the midpoint from this part, this is the midpoint, and from this part, this is the midpoint. So I went ahead to mark it like this. So what you are going to do now, you are going to put this in. I'm going to put this in at this midpoint like this, and you are going to pin it down. At your midpoint, pin it down. And this other part as well, I'm going to place it at the midpoint there. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to pin it down. So once you have pinned this down like this, go ahead to pin this other part as well. Pin this part as well. So what we are going to do now, we are going to stitch from here. So this end here. So we are going to stitch this end and keep this part open. So I'm going to use it to turn up. So let me go ahead to do that and come back. I've gone ahead to sew it. So make sure when sewing your inside, when it gets to this end, make sure you back stitch to make it tight. So after doing that, you are going to put your fiber inside. You need to put your fiber inside like this. So let me go ahead to fill it up, then come back to you. So I have filled it up. So what I am going to do next now is to fold this in more like this. So you can see what I'm doing. You can see, fold it in. Don't show your rough part the way you sewed it. Just fold it in like this, then sew it close to this end. So let me go ahead to do that. Okay, so I have gone ahead to sew it. So I just, after sewing it to this end, I went on to sew it round so as to give it this kind of design. So it will be difficult to predict that I just closed here because I went on to do it like this. But you can still sew it like this. It is still okay. You can still sew it like this. It is still okay. But me, I went on to sew it down like this. So you can see how it's in form of a design it will be very difficult to predict on how I was able to seal it. So anyway you prefer, go ahead to do it. So go ahead to put it on your seat pillow. So you can see what we have here. So you can see how beautiful it looks. So this is it. So thank you all. Take care.